Juicy raw. Something. Tell me something good. I'm gonna just start working on stuff. Because you know what? It's what I want to do. That's what I'm gonna do. Once I figure out where my YouTube chat is. I get that. Your data? Why am I not doing, getting started? Because, well, first of all, it's 8:30. Usually start around 8:30. Second of all, I just wanted to, I guess. Let me see. How do I do this? Go to me. Go to... it used to be on the YouTubes, I just had one spot I go to. It was like, your channel. Now, it doesn't... I always forget how I get to my channel stuff. It's never simple. I don't know why that is. It's so weird. Okay. We're going to work on the battle stuff tonight. I'm going to work on it boringly and methodically. And I'll probably talk a little bit. But if there's no one chatting, then I'm just going to work and mumble. And I'm going to be boring. Dear Wanda, hello. You have been summoned. I was just mentioning you in chat. Like, where's Nirwanda these days? Then you just showed up. Hey, Killboy. How are you? I'm going to work on battle stuff tonight. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some... I didn't even start... Oh, no, it's over there. Where is it? There. Mr. Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday was a day, for sure. Decided that I wouldn't be able to focus. So I didn't bother. But I'm here. I almost didn't stream tonight either. I have like an issue with my nose. My nose. Where I have like some kind of tenderness inside. Like it almost feels like I had like a zit in my nose or something weird. And gave me a headache. I was like, oh, I can't stream tonight. Not with a headache. Thankfully, it went away. So now I can work on battle stuff. That's what I'm going to do. When we last met our heroes, we were working on battles and cameras. And that's what I'm going to figure out now. On-map battles is a pretty important thing to get done. We received a lot of different feedback over the years on Alterium Shift. And one of the things that stood out was the battle system. And you'd think that with all the feedback we've gotten about the battle system, perhaps we would have done more to, enhance it. But it's a lot of work. I'm not building, wasn't building a battle system from scratch. Excuse me. And so, because of it, level am I at? Level 10, level 3, level 40. Because of it, I keep trying to make the battle system better. And I'm getting there, but it's just a little complicated. Oh no, I just went to another map. So we're going to go into our battle map. I'm only gonna look at it for a second just so I can sort of remember where I want to focus. I mean, I know where I'm going to focus tonight. I have on-map battles technically working, which is really one of the biggest steps. But there's some weirdness in like how the battle starts and stuff. So, got some work to do, folks. It'll be 2020. Teleport. Rumor has it we'll have some good rumors to talk about soon about the Alterium Shift. I was wondering, like, I wonder if we should like go back and redo the UI here, so instead of it being word images. I don't know. Some people have said our game doesn't look very unique or special. There's There's nothing about it that really stands out compared to the crowd. Now we got to figure out how to stand out. Look at all that weirdness that just happened. What is this? Hold on a second. Actor HUDs? Why did we not get toggle blinking effect? Effect controller. Base object effect controller. Why is this? Why are we getting an error here? I wasn't even expecting an error. I mean, really expect errors, I guess. One thing I also noticed about other games out there, like I've got to figure out what to do with the pixel density on the UI. I really need to find a pixel density that's consistent. It's okay if you have like the high def ones, and then you have things that are more pixelated. If you can find a way to make them consistently sized. This is even how this should look. Like this whole little atlas thing, that's just a placeholder. None of this is even like, even the structure here isn't how it's going to look long term. I was just literally throwing stuff in there so I could test it. Okay. So it says object reference not set to an instance of an object. Battle actor HUD view. So we have the HUD. Why did it do that? Weird. Is this important for me to fix right now? It is interesting that it's doing that. It's like not able to figure out where the HUD is supposed to be connected. But it's weird that this is what the problem is. It didn't end up with an effect controller? How does this even get instantiated? It equals... So somehow it's not getting the object. Let's go take a look. Well, yeah, there's no effect controller on that, so that would be part of the problem. But why would there not be a base object, base effect? Let's find out. Let's find out. There should only be one object. Yeah, okay. Okay, so game object, base object effect controller. Unless the battle actor HUD view is... No, it's not. Can I delete it? Somehow on accident? I must have. If that's null, then we add it. Add component. Okay, so I'll just... I must have deleted it. Oh no, we have other things in here. I wonder if there's like... This isn't even a HUD view. Oh, no, it is. Okay. So let's do that. Okay. I'm just really confused what's going on here. So we're going to say add component, base object effect. Oh, is it because it gets connected? That's weird. Although it should still be there no matter what. So we get the object, and then we do what? There must be something else that adds this to the class. Just press the make game button. Ooh. Insert code. It's so amazing to me how the game industry works. I'm just so amazed by it. Every industry has its thing. And I've worked in the SaaS industry forever. Whatever it is, healthcare, digital marketing, consulting for large corporations like Coke and Pepsi. And they all have their own weird things. The games industry is really high volatility, low pay, high prestige, and a whole lot of people who think that what they do is going to make them millions. A lot of who wants to be a millionaire, not a lot of millionaires. I know that exists in other walks of life, but the game industry just seems like it's rampant. Battle actor HUD view. Well, this is the only place that gets added. So I wonder what the flip. How does the mesh renderer get that? On awake. See what happens if I leave it attached. I think it's having some issue with finding the object that's supposed to be associated with it. I know my Earthbound Chrono Trigger inspired RPG Maker games are going to make me millions. But that's the thing. There are games like that have made people millions. And I think that's what's really sort of the obfuscating aspect of it is people see the, 0.05% of game devs who have found success seemingly by accident, and then they try to model that, and it's like you're never going to create that ever. If you do, then you use that as your confirmation bias, and you say, that's why I'm successful, because I did this 5-point program. And it's just not true. It's just not going to happen. But conversely, people like me who like to over-engineer solutions, well, universally that's a problem. You really shouldn't over-engineer solutions like me. Don't be like Monty. Okay, so this is still not working here. Why is that? We still not have the object? Oh, it's there. But it, hides it for some reason. Like, the other thing that I know that makes people successful is not getting bogged down in how good something is before you get it out there in front of people. Now, I've learned a little bit about that over time, but still. So what is your problem? Why is it not? How am I not myself? Why is this not even just there on purpose? It's because I don't know why I wouldn't have added it by default. This would get the controller. And then what does the controller do? Mono behavior. On awake, it gets its mesh renderer. It toggles its effect. This is just like blinking the object, right? It's always going to be on or off. It should be off by default. So that means that the other part of the problem is this thing needs to get the object whether it's true or false. But I feel like we shouldn't even need to get the component because it's part of the template. I'm just gonna add it. I don't know why I don't know why I did. I think maybe I was just being lazy when I was setting this up. Like, I'm just gonna get it working. Speaking of the counterpoint. Serialize it. There's no reason not to. The way it's designed is it's supposed to be there. So I might as well make it configurable and something that's just there. Right? I was playing a game. I've been playing the game Into the Breach recently. And, it's my type of game. If I was going to play a game, it's still like it's a roguelike, whatever it is. Roguelite, maybe? Roguelike. Maybe it's roguelike because it's not... Whatever. And those are the type of games I'll just get addicted to. Just simple, tactics-based, whatever. The programming language they use under the hood is Lua. I don't know what engine they use for it, but I'm guessing they use something like Game Maker or something simple. And yet they've made this amazing game. And it's just like, yeah, you don't need to use fancy technology. You don't need a build server to have a successful game, even though I've made a build server. It's just how I roll, folks. Because I have problems. Okay. Let's see here. This is on. So what I need to do is move itself into itself. I do it like I would love to have somebody on our team that's just like an expert on battle stuff. You only need a genius idea and the perfect timing. Simple. I mean, that is true in the SaaS world. The only difference is that the space is broader. There's more opportunity in the non-game world. Anytime you can make a utility of something that people like, you can sell that. Whether it is a B2B product or a B2C, business to consumer product, or a business to business to consumer product. Whatever it is, you can sell that kind of stuff. And there are investors out there with stupid money willing to spend their stupid money on stupid things. So it's totally fine. What is this now? Battle container. Battle utility controller. Okay, hold on. This one is not supposed to be active, I don't. This is probably just a virtue of the fact of how I've said it. We fighting maps? Yep. Look how much we're fighting this. What I want to do is find an expert in RPG battlers in Unity and say, listen, I'm tired of dealing with this crap. Here's the current system. Go make this awesome and leave me out of it. That's what I really want to do. Telling my wife, though, my life and career has always been punctuated by the fact that I will never get anywhere unless I do it the hard way. I'm not even joking. My life is just a series of, I don't really want to do this. Screw it. I'm going to have to do it. And then I just faint. And as I told her, I said, just once, I'd like to not have to do that. I'm willing to put the work in, but I don't want to have to do all the hard stuff. Can't someone else do it for once? In a way, in this game, it is true. Like, Jacob's doing all the visual stuff, and that's something I would never be. I don't have this time or energy to do what he does. So it's true, I do have that part going for me, I guess. So the battle utility controller is still running some crap. They only did it in the beginning, and it was missing a component for some reason. Why would it be missing a component? Battle container. I think I had to do something where this must still be needed, right? If battle container is not active, set it active. But this is where it's failing. Why is battle container in the beginning not set? I want to know what love is. Art is too hard for us plebes. I like art. I like being creative. I think it's more about time and energy. I've squandered my youth in getting a career in the SaaS world. I've had some conversations with people about what it takes to go from being a CTO in, SaaS life to game dev. And a lot of them were like, yeah, you could do it. Just be prepared to take a significant pay cut. And, there aren't a lot of opportunities and the industry's volatile. Yes, stick it in my veins about how hard it's going to be. Thank you. That's exactly what I like to hear. Where's the battle container? There it is, root container. So this puppy, is that not active when we start? Why does it think it can't access that? I want to know. Oh, these ones are saying there's no mesh renderer. Hold on a second. This is not taking me to the right code. There's no mesh renderer on active HUD template. This is what actually happened. So I guess we'd have to do... We have to like defer. That's probably why I had it adding. I need to like, instead of making it do it on awake, we'd have to check if the mesh renderer exists. Right? And this is just doing the original brightness. I don't know how important this is for me to worry about right now. I'll just let it be error messages. I'm more concerned about like the missing. Oh, they're all missing components. Okay, then I'm not going to worry about that. That's just the little blinker, and I got to figure out the timing on how that gets fired. That's really not important. So let's talk about code, baby. The first thing I want to do tonight is get the characters to run to their spots when the battle starts. So to do that, we have to remember where we do that. I think it is place on map. No, place map battle command. Okay. Now we're gonna go through our code, and I'm gonna try to be marginally methodical about it. When we set up the map, you can see here like it's setting the center of the map, playing the music, setting getting the battle sequence manager, and then there's this preparing state where it does something where it sets the character. Okay, battle start. So I'm pretty sure it happens in here somewhere. Yes. So it must be in there. I thought there was something on top of here that did it. Monster data? No, it has to be in the actor section. So we do battle start, and then in battle start, we're gonna have to go through each of the lists and then add that information, and then I think it sets their location in here. So like add enemy data, add player data, reset their face. We get some parameters. Doesn't set their location yet though. Calculate hero layout. Oh, is this what happens? Okay. Oh, this is just... Yo! Mr. Creates. I'm Motzi Makes. Your stuff creates. Nice to meet you. How are you all? I am Motzi. I am working on things. I'm working on Alterium Shift. I would click on that link, but my browser tends to have problems while I'm streaming for some reason. Ooh, Bosh, I have some of your music on my... How was your stream? Bosch wasn't following me? Oh, how embarrassing. The one and only Bosch Fire not following my stream. Oof. Oof. That hurts. Cuts me deep. Hey, Bosch. Hey, Zoff. How was your stream? It was good? Good. I'm glad. You got work done. Do you want to share the link to your game that is now on the Steam? How could you? How could you? You guys have a little game? Actually, I could go to my Steam. My Steam doesn't seem to have the same problem. There's a little game out there. It's called Robodome. They now have a Steam page. Look at that. They got a Steam page with a cute little game. What a cute little game you are. You're so cute. Look at you, little bullet hell. Astral Coast. Ugh, what a name, man. I would probably do something more like Astral Cove or something like that, but Coast, like beaches and stuff. Oh well. You missed your chance. I agree. I haven't had some inside scoop on that naming, but I think like domains do matter. Hey Warner, what am I working on? Breaking the battle system more than it already is on map battles. Right now I'm trying to figure out where we set the positions of the character. Is there like a set? No, see, I think there's like a position. Damn it. Must be a battle actor. When the battle starts, so we're doing on-map battles, and when it starts, thanks for posting your link. I need to make the characters run to their spot. So an Alterium shift, the classic Alterium shift, the Alterium shift of original.
You knew I want to be a rock star. There's too many rock stars in the world, but only one of you, Marcus.
Oh, Nightfall, thank you so much. It's a turn-based battle system, and from the start, I wanted to do on-map battles, a la Chrono Trigger. It so happened that when we started working on this game, other games were coming out that were doing the same thing, so it was kind of interesting. But so you see, obviously the the current setup is not like doing what I want it to do yet. So what I want is when the battle gets started, the character runs to some designated spot or layout and then starts their battle. The same thing for the monsters. I want the monsters to move into their spots. So I'm just trying to figure out where I do this setting right now. This is the new battle system. The old one just like transitions the map. Obviously everything is all effed up right now. I mean, technically there's still attacks happening, so that's good. But I'm pretty sure like the character, you're seeing, Atlas frozen there, but I bet you the character is just somewhere on the map. There's like some random Atlas facing somewhere random, ready to battle. I don't even know where he is. Maybe he's not on the map. Maybe he's out of this world. Well, we don't need him anyway. I'll have to figure that part out. You love the way the battle's designed? Isn't it like the best ever? Oh, the map, yeah. I was like, I don't love the way the battle's designed. Yeah, that's all Jacob. Jacob does all the pretty stuff. I was saying earlier that we've talked to some publishers. We got some pretty good feedback. Publishers don't have a lot of appetite for our type of game right now. Partly because a lot of them already have things like this in their pipeline. Partly because our game is early access and that's not something publishers are usually interested in. But one of the messages we heard was, oh, your game is just not unique enough. I was like, I don't know if I believe that, but that's certainly what we're being told. What What do you mean it's not unique enough? It doesn't stand out, and maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I mean, most of the games out there that do what we're doing go full 3D or full 2D. Ours is like right in the middle. Turning my fan on. It just kind of like disappeared, but I'm getting hot over here. Once boss showed up, I just started getting like hot flashes. So where do we make the actors move to their spot? That's the question. I thought it happened here. Position? Hey, Tom. Tom, you're back. How are you doing? Okay, so here it is. No, that's reset states. That might be where we call it. They really want the characters to like just run to their spot. You can't do that to me, brother. I'm kidding. Problem is that your game doesn't have enough Octopath Bloom. I know. We've heard about the Octopath. I've never played Octopath. But I've seen it. And I'm pretty sure I would not have liked it. Okay. So this is the thing that like sets the character's direction and sets their position right there. So what I need to do is figure out, instead of just like straight up setting their position, getting the character to run to their position. That's what I need to figure out how to do. So I'm going to put a little note for Motzi. Motzi, here be the set position. Yeah, we've heard it looks like crosscode too. We've talked to we've even talked to publishers who did crosscode. There's a like a combo of, I bet you there's a publisher that would absolutely work with us, but our funding needs are a little higher than what they can afford. That's another potential problem. Okay, so walk. Oh, I could do walk. So where does this get used? Because I bet you I could make it. Look at this. I wonder if I could just use this. That would be crazy if it just worked. How does this do this? I'm so curious about this now. Also, hey yo, Tom. Oh, I missed your thing here. Also slap some insane lighting shaders and you'll have people going, wow, this is the best thing ever. Right. Well, one of our beliefs is that, at least one of our hopes is that part of the reason why we're not doing that is we are going for that classic 2D feel. We want the game to look like a classic like retro SNES game, but have some depth to it. Yeah, Sea of Stars was not only done by a studio that already had a good, successful game. They hit the market at the right time. They had a visual style that obviously appealed to their players. And they had a massively successful Kickstarter at a time during the pandemic where people had a lot of disposable income. So like, there's a lot of reasons why, I'm sure, other than, people also like the game. But we didn't have our game out by then. Okay. So I have this thing here that says walk. So my thought here is, can I make a thing that just makes the character walk to the spot? I think I could. Because when we have set position, when we have set position, 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 we have set posi here. I could just tell it to like freaking run to the spot. Can I even do it in like a coroutine? This is not done. This is not done in a coroutine. So the problem would be I'd have to like, excuse me. I'd have to have some way to know that the walking was done. I could be obnoxious and just force it to in a loop. So it would be like one character moves, then the other one moves. I probably shouldn't do it that way though. So what would be a pragmatic way to do this? Because I think this is what this reset state gets called at the start. Reset state true max. Prepare friends, yes. Although prepare friends, I think sets them in the like before the battle even starts. Oh no, it doesn't. It says it at battle start. Okay, okay, okay. So we could make this work, I think. This is also not done in a coroutine though. What would be a pragmatic way to do this then? So when we call battle start, this is when we say in our battle viewer 3D apparently. The battle is getting started here. Is this in a coroutine? I can find one coroutine. No. Oh. I saw the word coroutine though. Okay. Use on-map battles. Okay, so this is where... Okay. Actually, we might be able to do this. This is the prepare. Okay. Yeah. If it's not on-map battles, otherwise we do this. Prepare map battle. Where's my prepare my friends and enemies at? This happens in battle start. I wonder if I could do it in a different spot though. Handle pass through battle start. What do they do here? What? What? That's strange. What did I do here? What am I even doing? So we pass it through and then we do this. Strange. Like cyclical. This gets called from Battle Viewer 3D. So this is, I think the reason this is kind of okay is that it's calling it to the base object, which is actually Battle Viewer. Okay. It has to call some other setup stuff, but it's not really critical. Okay. Why does that? So this is where all the magic happens. But what calls this? It has to be the battle sequence manager. Okay. There's battle start. This is setting the center. Okay. It doesn't matter what calls this. All right. So I'm trying to figure out how to get those characters to run to their spot. And most of this code's not mine. I mean, I think I've cleaned up some of it, but it's not my code. So the reason that I'm looking like I don't know what the heck's going on, other than that's just my way of life, is also because I don't know what the heck's going on. If Windows, coroutine, set background. So what I could do... I could do something where I check if we are on the on map battles, and if so, I could make the battle start be coroutine. Maybe. Let's see what that. I saw that thing that was like yield return. Sort of like, so this is in the prepare statement. So where does this get called? That's what I want to know. This gets called, it looks like before battle start. Yeah. Right. So the prepare statements get called before the battle is even started. I find that interesting because theoretically that means we can... Oh, maybe we can't. Because this is setting the center of the battle. So this is actually what sets up where the camera is rotating for the battle, or what it's focused on. Get monster positions, player positions. So the prepare is really just a starting point. Maybe I could do the running to their spot up in the execute stage. Actually, maybe I don't even have to do it as deep into the code as I thought. I think I could do it here. That's what I think I should do. So I think I'm going to make something in this code, which is when the battle is, before the battle even really starts, I could start making the characters run to their spots. That'll work. Okay. So now I need to go figure out how my walk command works. Execute linear walk. I'm pretty sure this code too is something that I set up to be completely separate from the Smile Game Builder code. Process linear walk. Execute linear walk to target. Execute linear walk. I think I could call this. This is runtime code. And then we set a waiter. Check please. So what I'll try to do, I think, is I'll see if I can get the point that I want the character to move to, and then make them move to that spot. Just the main character. I'm not going to worry about the monsters yet. But this is a complicated enough. So we have the battle center. Do I know where the player targets are? That's the question. Hero or player? Hero placement. There we go. Get player positions. Okay. So where do I call this from? This is the thing that calculates where the players will go. Yes, we're still in the execute command. We don't call it until we're in the... Okay. Cheat, I guess. Center equals center X, center Y. If it's set centered, okay. So I suppose I could just cheat and do it in this method. This is not a this method is not a coroutine, but that one is right there. Okay. And then it's in preparing. Okay. Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down, Motzi. We got it. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Perfect. First set. Right here. Maybe. The preparing state is going to start with 0. And our player positions are right there. These are just positions for the player, a point. Here. Current battle map. Okay. This point. And how do we associate players with their spot? Battle sequence manager. See what this does. Oh, interesting. What do I call that? Oh. That's also interesting. So this must be after we start the battle, we set the players to their spots. That's interesting. If I have enough knowledge, I could do something here. All right. Okay, so we're going to make a walk to positions method. I'm actually going to make it an enumerable. Or enumerator. What do I want to do? Enumerator. There we go. Never remember if I make it enumerable or if I make it an enumerator. Walk to positions. So we'd have to start each walk like it was an enumerator. That would mean in here walk command. Walk command for execute linear walk like I can call it I think it's called execute linear walk. So I'd have to make an enumerable version. Execute linear walk. Strip target. I don't know if I have to do that. But it has the code. Process character linear walk. Okay. So I'll try this and see how this goes. Technically, this could even be static, I think. Source character, try parse. We'll add it and see what we end up. Execute linear walk routine. There you go. I switch character not existing. Scoping issue because the source character was not defined. Okay, so then do I need this to matter? Let me think about this. The way that we're doing this walk is adding a command to our runner. That's this thing right here. So the runner is what is supposed to be doing the linear walking. So I'd have to add this to a different runner. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to go through all of them. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about the enumerator yet. I'm going to comment that out for now. That's just going to be too complicated right now. So we're going to say walk to positions, and we're just going to get like the first player and YOLO. So I just want to see when the battle starts, the character run to a spot and then like battle ready. Walk to positions. If friend does not equal null, then what we're going to say is I don't even have a way to do the linear walk that way. I just realized that my linear walk solution requires a runner. And I don't have a runner in this context. But this does have a walk command. So let's see. Friend. It does have a friend.walk. So then what I'm going to do instead, because my brain's not going to work otherwise, I'm going to do it the cheater way. If Copilot wants the function for me, thank you. Want it to end is walk. I don't think walk actually does it. Oh, it might actually. Hold on a second. Is moving. This might actually make the character just literally walk to their spot. This is part of the method. Oh, add remove party members. Okay. I think this makes the character walk without stopping. Is moving, change direction, set direction. No, it doesn't. It just makes them move one bit at a time. Yeah, it just makes them move one bit at a time. Okay. So I was wrong, which is fine. I just wanted to make sure. So that would mean I still need to figure out a way to get the character to walk to their spot. I was working on build servers all day, so I didn't even have time to think about this stuff. I thought about it like in the periphery of my brain, but I did not think about it any other way. I knew it was going to take some time to figure it out. Okay, so let's go to the walk command. So here's how we want to do it. We're going to know the position that the character is going to be at, what they're going to be to, where they need to be. We're going to know where the map character's current position is. So we want the equivalent of a linear walk. And I think we'll put it in this method. But we want it to be done so that it's like a non-blocking solution. We want to let them all walk to their spots and then stop. So we like iterate over each one of these. Go walk command. I still might be able to use this if I make it like a static or something. I think this would still work right here. Because this doesn't do anything with scripts. All this is doing is moving a character incrementally. So that should mean I should be able to like make my own version of this. Actions I want. That will mentally move the character to the point based on action done. And allow other characters time, please. That can support movement and find logic. Let's see what Copilot GPT does for us here. Haven't used Copilot in a while, but normally I'm just in Chat GPT. A little skeptical. The amount of code they have here doesn't seem enough. Let's see what we got here. We walk to positions, coroutines. It'll start a coroutine per character. Okay. So we'll just make each one of them start moving to their position. Okay, fine. That's okay, I guess. I don't know about this movement though. Let's see here. Current point, direction, target vector. Sure. While this is all happening in numerator, gonna incrementally move the character. Yes, and then yield return. And at the very end, it'll set it to its target. Okay. Yeah, that should work. So we need to know when it's done. Yield return null. So what we're gonna do is we'll set a flag. We'll make it a flag called is waiting, maybe. Create a property is waiting, yeah. Then when it's done, is waiting equals false. There you go. That should work. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Where's my map? Place map out. Get player positions. So we would do it right here. I won't want to use update actor position. So we'll get rid of this one. We're going to say we'll start it as a coroutine, I guess, and then do a wait. How do they do it here? Coroutine move next. Okay, that's what I do. I don't know inherently how coroutines work. I mean, I know how they work. I just don't know, like, structurally what you're supposed to call. Okay, so we'll get. Map dot walk to positions. Walk to position. Walk like a position. Talk like a position. I suppose I don't even need is waiting, do I? Because theoretically, the coroutine would stop once it runs out of next. How that works? Then I think if it returns false, or was it return true? I never remember. Return true. Maybe return true means it keeps going. I can't remember. Nor do I remember where that gets used. Walk to position. Well, it's either true or false. I'm gonna assume true means that it can continue executing. That would execute, and then it would do the rest of it. Okay. Buckle up. Let's see what we break. Don't break my code, my achy breaky code. I just don't think you understand. And if you break my code, my achy breaky code, You just might see sharpened code a land. I don't have the debugger turned on though. It's 20 seconds. 20-second reload time. Totally reasonable in the Unity era. Sad thing is in like the web app, the Java app world, 30 seconds is great. Like, oh, it only takes 30 seconds for it to recompile. That's fantastic. In game dev, you're like, oh, my life is ending. Anyone want to take bets about how badly this is going to break? Works great. Probably the best outcome I could have hoped for. He's just going to run forever. Perfect. All right, bye. How does coroutine move next know when to stop? I feel like that is what is supposed to happen. Is this even a... Yeah, it's the coroutine movement. Yeah, so move next would be if there's anything else. So what's going on here? I don't really care about waiting now. I don't know. Friend doesn't equal null. Then we process their linear walk. So while they're running, while any of these coroutines exist, although this seems weird, why would it be any move next? Does it like... Because that feels like that would... It seems wrong. How does that work in coroutine? I'll have to look in my browser here. I thought move next would imply that if it has next, it would trigger it. If you call move next in this iterator, that just seems wrong. It seems like badness. Right? Fast chat. I'm going to pull out the big guns and go to my ChatGPT 4.0. I'm not going to use the Copilot though, because it's the one that gave me that code. C# using coroutine. Asked if this code makes sense, and I spelled sense wrong. But you guys didn't get to see that. Has a minor flaw that could lead to redundant calls. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, see, I thought it was going to result in unnecessary iterations. Okay. So the only code change it really gave me was to make it so I'm not calling move next on finish coroutine. I guess this is okay, because what it would do is it'd be like it would trigger all the coroutines. But that's not what the problem is then. So this goes walk to positions. It goes through the list. It queues up all of the friends. It processes the linear walk, which are iterators or enumerators. Starts character at a point. So I guess I just need to, I'll just debug it. Probably faster. Than guessing, I mean. What gender pronouns does a chocolate bar use? Her, she. I think that's kind of fun. When a woman's giving birth, she's literally kidding. Why was 2019 afraid of 2020? Because they had a fight in 2021. We gotta do this one more time because I gotta do this debugger. Heck yeah. Enable that debugger. My neighbor told me that he was scared to plant an apple tree. I told him to grow a pear. That got me. That was funny enough. I'll take it. A kid's pouring himself some milk. His dad walks in the room and asks, "What kind of milk is that?" Kid says, "Soy milk." Dad replies, "Hola milk, soy dad." But he didn't say soy leche. Hola leche, soy dad. Who are two good friends you should always take fishing? Annette and Rod. And Mr. Hook. Kappa. Walk to position. Can you imagine being a programmer that can just think your way through most of your problems? That'd be great. Okay, so he's just running there, doing nothing. Walk to positions. Perfect. Okay. How many friends do we have? 4. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. So then we end up with how many? 1. There's 1 coroutine in here. Current point is 35 and 21. And target is 36 and 20. Well, that's a problem, I think. The character's moving like molasses. It's a negative line. Okay, because of the direction they're gonna walk. Let's just hit play. Ooh, oh no, don't hit stop. No! I'm back. If my calculations are correct, he's still gonna be running to this day, so it's probably fine. Current point is 35, 21. Does he just not move? Does he just never move to the next spot? Wait a second. It should only be called Oh, I might know what's going on. I'm an idiot. Ah, man, I hate being dumb sometimes. So what's happening is I did a dumb thing. When you call walk to positions, there isn't a yield return from here to here. So what's happening is this is getting called again and again and again. I think if I put a yield return here, like yield return null, then when this gets called again, it's not going to keep calling the first part. Thing. Oh wait, no. That's not what the problem is. Hold on a second. Is it? No, these are the because this should be fine. No. Hold on. It's more than that. It's here because no. Where's my stupid code? Come back here, code. Here. It's here. Because we shouldn't be calling this every single time. Right now, when I return true, it goes out and comes back and calls this again. Okay. So, what I could do is segment this. Will day. Because, you know, screw it. They're using this terminology. I'll use this terminology. Maybe. So we'll put this here. We'll do that, else if. One. I think I should. Do I have to return after each one? Yes, I do. Okay. I don't know why there's not an else if. Oh, because it's a return, I guess. The preparing state's 0. We set up the coroutines, and then we move to preparing state 1. Then in preparing state 1, what the fuck? What is going on? Why are you doing this to me? God damn it, code. Go back where it was. Okay. So this is going to be we're going to just go all the way back. Just for sanity's sake. What I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to remove this from here. Turn true. Then if preparing state equals 1, do all this crap. Okay. Meow. We do that, and then we say preparing state plus equals 1. How does this work though? I would need to be able to refer to the coroutine. If the coroutine does not exist, then YOLO. So this is going to be one problem. If we don't want to keep creating the coroutine, this is going to loop. I don't like this code. Do it smarter. I just can't keep creating the coroutine. So the problem here is if I return true, it calls this code all over again. That's a problem. So what I need is a path where I'm not calling it over and over again. So we need to check if this is waiting or walking. I'll go back to my is waiting. I still want that anyway. So but then the coroutine would not exist. Maybe we just do oh, there's already a coroutine up there. That's cute. IEnumerator. We'll do. Oh, they must have the same problem. That must be exactly. See how they do this? So they already have this problem. Yeah. This is how they did it. Okay. So they already had this problem. I just didn't read their code. That was the problem. Okay, so they've already did. That's what I needed. So I was on the right path. I just wasn't on the right brain. For sort of cleaner. Don't really care that that may or may not be true, but okay. Now we're good. So what'll happen is we drop into this. Preparing state starts as 0. We go through this. We loop that. Perfect. Okay. That should be what we want. Now it's time for go. You know what's fun? Coding live. Yep. The greatest thing ever. The Norwegian debate the Norwegian debate team got robbed. Talk about a lutefisk. I think live art is more better. The cop at my door wanted to know where I was between 5 and 6. I said, kindergarten. Legit. Is it fun to watch? Okay, well. I expect my software developers that I watch code solve problems to just solve them. and be really good at it. That's what I expect. I know it's not true. But when I watch certain developers solve problems, they seem to really get it. It's like there's one primary developer I watch nowadays. It's like, you all know who he is, I'm sure. And he's just like, oh, okay, now we just gotta see this. And like, you would never think that he was struggling to figure anything out. I mean, sure, he's got to figure some things out. Look at, see, works perfectly. Okay, let's see what's happening. So what did we miss here? Are we in this spot of the code? Yeah. Okay. So we're not constantly creating new things. Oh, weird. So now the coroutine is constantly moving next, but it's never hitting the end. How would that be? There's something else happening here. State is 2. I guess we'll just, oh, I left that yield return in there. All right, well, we'll see what happens. Did we hit any of this? Okay, so we hit yield return, which is great. That stopped it. So now we're hitting this move next. Do we ever remove anything? Process character linear walk. So why is the process character linear walk not happening? Because there is a yield return null here. So would that mean it's only within this loop? Oh, okay. So we're moving. All right, where are we at? Center point 34 and 21. Target position is 36 and 20. That's interesting. We know we got into process linear walk. Current point 35 and 21. $34. It's like oscillating. It's not, the character's not moving anywhere is the problem. I know why. I know why. So how can I prove it though? Map follower engine. Update followers. Let's see what happens. Will we get into okay. I know exactly why. If my theory is correct, what's happening is the movement is fighting with the movement of the main character. Interesting, it's not hitting any of this. Let's see. Update followers. Yeah, yeah. Because their motion's happening. 2 followers for free move. That's what we get here. Hero X. There's his values. Didn't mean to do that. Follower index. Oh, their follower index equals 0. Yeah. Yeah, so it's fighting with itself. I thought I locked the character. It's so funny that I forgot to do that. Okay, I'm gonna figure out where that happened. So what's happening? Oh shit! Shoot! What's happening now is the character movement hasn't been locked. So like the character control, the engine's still resetting the character every time. How did I not lock the player? How did I not lock the player? That's so crazy. So we want to be able to do player input. We don't want the characters to move. So I guess what we'll do here is map engine. No. Game main. Map engine. Nope. Is it here? There it is. Stop followers equals true. I think that is equivalent to locking the player. Can't remember. We'll find out. We definitely have to find a way to stop the movement. If I need to, I can just lock player movements as well. But I just want to see if this will do anything. What do you call a dog in a submarine? A subwoofer. Scared. I thought at least one of my puns would make you laugh, but no pun intended. What did one potato say to the other one? Wait, what did one potato say to the other who wanted to prove everything wrong? You sure have a chip on your shoulder. Oh, that's not funny. I got my eye on you. Eyes on you. Potato have eyes. Potatoes. Or that's not a very appealing joke. Honestly, I'm just a little fried right now. Do something with starch, maybe. Just like running in place. Screw it. We'll do it live. Just gonna lock you up in a dungeon. Running in places one does indeed. As I hand, this is like the perfect allegory for what I'm trying to solve. Running in place. As I handed my dad his 50th birthday card, he looked at me with tears and said, "You know, one would have been enough." I hope my kids get me 50 birthday cards when I turn 50. Sadly, that's not that far away, all things considered. And I really wouldn't put it past my eldest to do that. She would be 18 by that point. You'd think it was hilarious. How did I open my mail? Go away. Will the player locking help? That is the question. Should prevent the follower stuff from updating. Now I'm not 100% positive on that. Because the movement that I'm doing right now is based on the actual player. No, it's still not doing it. Okay, so then if the index is 0 and not stop followers, so this shouldn't be true. That will skip. Oh, or not stop followers. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's just the update though. This is just the animation. This isn't the movement part. We get the positions, get index. Our problem is that this engine was not designed for on-map battles. So normally it would switch maps, so this whole logic wouldn't even matter. Like, it doesn't even use the characters in the battle. If the follower index is not equal to 0, then it does all this crap. But it is 0. Hey, thanks, Chill Boy, for yet another sub. Oh, that's a nice guy. Okay. So yeah, it is fighting with the follower code. I need to like tell this code not to work when we're in battle, I guess. I wonder if that's going to cause any problems. I really feel like this whole move follower for free move should just not happen if we're in battle. I think that would be the most pragmatic thing. So map scene is not. Is there an owner on this? Yeah, there's an owner, but it's not in the map. So it kind of has some access to the owner. Oh, this does have. So this dot owner. Hold on. Is the map? Okay, so I could do this. Okay. So then let's go find move followers. Only one usage of this. Say if I can't do it that way. I have to do like battle, right? After battle. Okay. If this dot owner dot is battle. So if it's not battle, then we'll allow movement. I just got to make sure we're actually. I don't know where that gets set though. Where does it get set? In the battle event controller. The real question is going to be, is battle true yet? Let me just do a thing here. At the point we start moving, will it be battle or not? I don't know. Will it blend? That is the question. We'll just... There he is, just running away. Let him go. You run, run. Imagine being held at gunpoint, bear with me, by a literal animal, and the only hope of rescue is bear with me. Posting coded messages on Twitch. Except, why would a bear have a gun? What's the hardest bolt to join? The difficult. I remember that one. Did you hear the one about the dog in the tree? They had a long conversation about bark. Would you believe it? I saw a guy looking closely at his tree stump. I thought, but he knows what or how old that tree was. He was a dead ringer. Dead ringer? Dead? He was a dead ringer. I don't know. I think you could turn that into a joke. Does it count the rings? Probably not like the most in-demand skill, being able to count rings on a tree. I bet you could just like automate that now. I don't think there's anything waiting here. Up and like some weird thing happens where if I have the debugger running, it like gets caught up on something but won't tell me what it is. Okay, I don't care about you. We're just gonna move forward with our lives. I only care about whether we are in battle or not. Are we in battle by this point? That is the question. Is battle is false, so that will not work. Could make a setting to make it stop fighting with my character. Is battle is not going to be the thing that helps. The problem is I can't use this player lock because there's other places we lock the player that we still want to be able to move the character. And the followers with it. So then we're going to need like a... Stop moving. Stop follower movement. Stop followers. Stop. I'll just be explicit. Stop walk calculations. There you go. Stop walk and roll, baby. Then we'll do update follower. Okay. So we stop walk calculations. We're just not going to move it. I'm going to be very explicit because I don't know a cleaner way to do it while I'm streaming. Then we're going to go back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity. Just call the code. Stop it. Get some help. Well, I don't even care about followers right now. Well, I should stop followers, but I should also do... stop walk calculation. Stop, walk, and roll, baby. Oh, baby, baby. I think the reason why I can't find somebody to do this for me is that it really isn't an easy problem. Taking someone else's engine and figuring out how to... I'd be better off getting someone to just make a battle engine from scratch. Not, you know, here, figure out how to make this thing work. What do you call an ugly dinosaur? An eyesore. Oh, I'm at odds with you because I can't even... I suppose. That's taken a while. Any bets on whether this is going to make progress? I don't know. Any day now. I'm looking forward to the day that we get to change all this stuff. This is not the final title screen. I think a lot of people think that what you see now is what the actual final stuff will be, but some people, when they make their games, they make their title screens like right away and perfect, but nah. Did you somehow move the game to a hard drive? No. Do you mean like right now it's on a SSD? But when I stream and I have debugging running, it's super slow. Okay, so that's interesting. Maybe I need something more drastic for where the character goes. I mean, we got progress. That's good, right? I suppose actually if I make more characters, I might be able to do it. When I got this machine, I put it together. It wasn't too shabby overall, but it's starting to get its age. 4 years old. Could use an upgrade someday. Okay, so we're gonna... oh, I can't do it. Crap. Turn on debug. The whole thing I wanted to do was just get a character to move to a spot. It didn't really seem to move anywhere, but I think it's because it's only like 1 point off. So let's see if I do something that has a little bit further move. Maybe that'll work. Why not? All that work and I never made a method for adding characters? Okay. Put it in here. Okay. How did I do that with the escape key? That was weird. That was cool. I mean, you know, it looks like shit, but and Atlas is hiding behind a tree. But that's um significant progress actually. That's really significant progress. Yeah? Yeah. That was good. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Shut up, it looks cool. Shut up and dance with me. I have this. There's interesting like, uh, this is a developer problem. Like if it doesn't look perfect or like the best solution, people get oh it's not perfect or whatever. But I've really learned the idea that if you're making progress in a direction, you say okay as long as it's like I don't know if you guys ever learn how to shoot a gun. Not at all relevant to the U.S. these days, but there's nothing wrong with knowing how to shoot guns. But the whole idea is not to shoot perfectly, but to shoot consistently. If you can shoot in the same spot in a group, even if you're completely off the target, then you just adjust where you're pointing, right? It's called your battle sight 0. It doesn't matter if you're not hitting a target, but you can get yourself onto the point. Well, whatever. Like it's archery. It's like it's a very valid example of you don't worry about changing. And listen, I'm not like a massive pro gun person. I don't even own a gun, but I remember from the military learning this idea that you don't learn how to shoot the target in the dead center. You learn how to group your shooting. You learn how to like, be consistent, and then you just adjust how you aim. That's all I'm saying. America. Don't even want to go into that right now. That is not a good topic. Although I will sort of ancillarily talk about if you guys have been following Unity. Unity had this thing where they were like, "Oh, we're going to start charging people per install," and then everyone flipped out. Spray and pray. That's another way to do it. They're like, "We're going to start charging everyone per install," and everyone freaks out. And everyone's like, "Oh, I'm moving off Unity." Unity lost a lot of money and stock value, and then they recently rescinded that. Their stock went up, ironically. But then there is a developer out there who did like the Gary's mod. I don't know what his name is. And he's like, "They're gonna charge me $500,000 a year," and he was getting all crabby about it. And they didn't tell me. And people start getting up in arms. I said, "Man, give me the problem that Unity is coming to me and saying, hey, given how much money you're making off of your product, we want to get a little tiny slice of it." To get to a tier that Unity is going to say you need to pay us $500,000 a year in platform fees, you got to be making 20s of millions or more, millions of dollars. Yeah, error correct. I fall upwards, Tom. That's my goal. Always be falling up. What was I gonna do? So I was gonna do was it walk? Where is it? I'm gonna do the enemies now too, right? Thank you, co-pilot, for being there for me like usual. I don't think I need to do this yield return. I don't think it hurts. I guess it's nice that it gives it a yield. Let's see how it works. So now that the enemy should also do it. Well, I just spilled a bunch of water on my keyboard. I don't even have. Oh, I got a little thing here. I guess I'll just unplug it so I don't like. Come on, keyboard. You can do it. Just drip it all out. There you go. There you go. Spray and pray all over the floor. I'll pick it up with my socks. Poor keyboard. It's only water. Right? Can't be that bad. I'm sure it'll be okay. People have spilled far worse on their keyboards. And they still kind of work. So long story short, the point I'm getting at with the movement of the characters is just being able to see that I can get them to their spots is what I needed. So have them like physically move to their spot is nice. That's all. That's nice. So if this works, what should happen is those guys should also like move to their spot. Oh, I didn't do it. Maybe it's because. Also, why are you guys like on top of each other? What's going on here? I think it's because of something. Why would it be? Lock two positions. Update actor positions. I don't think I even need to update actor positions. Like at all. Maybe I do though. Hold on, let me go take a look at it. Because there might be something in the update actor position. No, so just setting the positions, right? Okay. That should be my walk to position code. Let's just try it again, see what happens. I call my horse Mayo, and sometimes Mayo neighs. Oh. My wife. My wife tried to tell that joke. She said, "Hey Matzi," because she heard it at school or something. She goes, "Hey Matzi, I call my cow Mayo, and sometimes Mayo neighs." Like a cow. I mean, in some ways, it's a better joke because you don't expect a cow to neigh. What the fuck's wrong with that cow? Oh man, I heard that joke 3 times that day too because it was something that was told at school. So my kids came back and like, "Oh, okay, I have to take Mayo out of their stable for a little bit. Mayo must turd." Oh, where's my? Oh, my followers are not following. Hold on a second. Turn the followers on. There we go. That should be on too. Yeah, weird. I wonder why the characters are not moving. It's got to be the same type of problem because these characters are the battle characters, right? These are the characters that are used during battle, which are not the same as the ones that are on map. Obviously, they're weirdly placed, but that's okay. So these ones didn't. Did they hide? Maybe they hid. Maybe that's. I don't want them to hide. What is that? Is there a visible thing? No. So I wonder why the walking is not working for these guys. It didn't like break or something. So that means that they should be moving. Walk to positions. If enemy does not equal null, debug. See what happens here. Oh, I was also gonna check in my like battle test. This is the battle stuff here. Yeah, so I do like tie them to map events. So we have the information on the character and the map. It could be that they don't actually have their associated object yet. That's another potential. It can't be though, because we have the enemy, we have the actors, right? Right? Let's find out. Hey Gavin, by the way. Which Disney princess spends most of her day on dating apps? Tinderella. Why did the clown hold the door open for the elderly person? It was a nice gesture. If you lose pet pig, how do you find it? You issue a Hamber alert. Got what I was doing. That joke really hinges on you knowing about dating apps. Tinder's pretty commonly known though, like even for those who don't use it. One of those things people know about. That's a number. Whoa, 36. That's like your age, right? We have other people working on this project, a couple developers. I can't imagine how they feel going through this code and looking at some of the stupid comments in here from my streaming. But a panda never tells. You're the one, a panda, that's gonna be sorry. Okay. If I come in from this side. I like how they kind of did like. Why are these things not doing? Oh, I was gonna look at the I don't care about the mesh renderer. Okay, so the reason is it's not finding enemies. Okay. That means the enemies haven't been applied yet. Which means it's because the battles start But I wonder if it means I can get away with doing battle start and then... I might be able to do the battle start and then the next thing, right? We try this. We do battle start and then move the characters. I think something weird is going to happen from this, but I don't know. Find out. How you doing, Lope? I've got a chicken who counts her own eggs. She's a mathema chicken. I don't know. Something doesn't add up about that joke. Not to be divisive or anything. You just crammed the word into another word. Yeah? Well? The potential of puns when you just cram words into other words is exponential, you know? Excremental? Okay. Okay. Now we're going to reach some limits here. Limits is a math term. You bet your asymptote this will be... so weird. Did we find any characters, though? That's the real question. Yeah, so they found them. Enemy 1 to position. Okay. So it does try to move them, but it doesn't. It must like hide them or something. They must get made invisible. I wonder if this like makes them not show. Add player data, add enemy data. It does not matter. These are just the monsters that show up. How do I do it with the existing? I may not actually do anything right now to get the current identifiers in there. I'll read the sin. Oh, yeah, sign. Read the signs. Triangle puns. So... I'm interested in this here. Enemy does not equal null. How did they get added to that list? This is not. This is only being called. No, so that. I mean, that should be where they get called. I guess I could make sure the enemy shows up. Because it's definitely not moving them to their spots. How do we know that they're visible or not? Is dirty is stopped. Wait, do we have walk? What is walk linear? Did I make that? What? When did I add this? Where did I do this from? Oh no, okay. I was like, I called it. So it's something I started making I never used. That's, there's got to be something that's like the character's not showing or something. Enemy.map character dot hide. So we know we found the character. The character is there. I want to find out if it's like. My guess is that the character is getting hidden. So I think they like disappear the second this all starts. So I could be wrong. I was hoping to work on the camera thing. Because the battle camera, I don't think I need anymore. I made a whole different way of manipulating the camera that I could probably start using. I don't have to use all their crappy battle cameras. Since they made a globally controllable camera per scene. Wait, did I just... Yeah, okay. For a second, I didn't realize I had recompiled. I hope I did. Here's what I want to see. If I go up here... Look at that. What? It just moved them immediately. Hidden, none. They didn't even, like, pretend like they were moving. I wonder why that was. Instant. So then the battle start must be setting their position somewhere. Can't wait to mess with the cameras. Because, you know, I'm just going to rip out all their camera shit. All of it. I don't even care anymore. Get rid of all their stupid camera stuff. Repair enemy. There has to be a position set. Yeah, there it is. Right there. We're going to comment that out then. This might be it. We might be able to see all the little monsters go. I mean, they won't make that noise. It'd be kind of funny if they did, but... Can I tell you something from the bottom of my heart? Mitral valve. You heard me. Don't tell anybody else, okay? Kind of a secret. The World Tongue Twister Champion just got arrested. I hear they're going to give him a really tough sentence. Arrested for what, though? They should make the reason for being arrested some kind of weird tongue twister. Okay, so it's still just setting them somewhere, though. There's some other thing that's setting their positions. What else is setting their position? Process character linear walk? No. Don't care about that. Update actor positions? No. That's also not. Prepare friends? We're going to get rid of that too. We're just going to assume everything is being set to the walking. That's okay. So then where else are we setting positions? In the 3D here? Set position? What is this? Set map ROM? I don't think that. I override this, so I don't think this is also a problem. Pretty sure I don't do a base call. No, I don't. What about in here, maybe? No. What about battle actor? Reset state? Okay. I'm going to regret doing this, but I'm doing it anyway. Really hope I remember about this. My guess is just like one of those set positions is overriding what's supposed to happen. If I just comment all of them out at some point, something's got to work, right? I'm a social vegan. I'm avoiding meats. Like that one. Did you hear about the guy with 5 legs? His pants fit like a glove. These seem like they're new ones. I don't think I recall seeing these ones. But my list is the same list. It doesn't get added to. I should spend a stream just enhancing my joke teller. Where I can just like, oh, tonight's theme of jokes is this. And then it'll like chat GPT a bunch of stupid jokes. You can even do things like you say, okay, I want highbrow or lowbrow jokes. You can like tweak the, the grown worthiness versus cleverness. All right, let's do this. Come on, come on, come on. Huh. Where did all the characters go? I wonder. The camera is this way, so they're down there. The other guys are nowhere to be seen. Oh, there they are. They're just hanging out over here, apparently. So it's probably because the reset state for the battle actor is different. Because it's not the map. I don't think it's the map character for the character on the map. Let me see here, though. Well, we're going to theoretically say that's a different map character. I don't know, though. Let's see. If it's a player, then it does all that. Otherwise, it does all that. Where does this get called? Prepare friends. the only time it gets called. Okay. It doesn't even get called for the enemies anyway. It shouldn't be a problem. Let's find all the places we set position. So we have actor, set position. This is in add enemy member. Ooh, that might be another problem. Where's this? Add remove monster. That shouldn't be a problem. That's if they get added during the battle. These shouldn't matter. What is this one? Set map ROM, that shouldn't matter. Okay, so then there's also this one. Use layout. That shouldn't matter either, though. I'm pretty sure I don't add them in the scope of this battle. There is an update, though. I think so. Well, let me go see if I can get it to look better again. Clearly, I have the monsters, but I kind of believe I didn't actually set the monsters up properly. Gonna execute battle monsters, monster list, add. Battle map monster. Ooh. What do we use the monster list for then? We add it to the list, but then what do we do? We have more than one battle monster. We didn't even do stuff with the monster list. What the flip? The monster list. The problem is just it doesn't have the reference to the map character. I think that I never wired that up. You see here, like, I add all this stuff to this monster list, but I don't do crap with it. I literally do nothing with it. I never even did anything with centering. Gee. I know I had intentions, I guess. So my theory was correct. I didn't have the enemies in there properly. I don't want to do that. The players work. So what I could do is pass in the monsters in their positions. What are these? What data is even in here? Nothing. There's just an ID. Okay. That doesn't even... It's just an ID. I think I can figure this out. I can do this. No, I can't. You got this, Matzi. Patience, Matzi. Courage, Matzi. Willow? No? Anyone? Anyone? Julia? Might sneeze. Might be coming. Oh, yep, here it goes. I pushed the mute button, but it didn't mute. So you got my little sneeze, maybe. Unless my mic cut it out. Okay, so then if enemy does not equal null, so there's no enemies in here at the moment. Which means there's no enemies with position. Which means we haven't calculated the enemy position. Or we haven't loaded it in. But I think we actually have that information. I think we pass it in somewhere. Monster list. Look at that. Look at that. Monster list. Something good though. Layout. Okay, what is this? This has a monster list and a monster layout. I should be able to get the monsters and figure out where they're supposed to go. Monster layouts, no. Then we just add monsters from this index. Layout comes from here. Get monster positions. Okay. Yeah. I'm picking up what I'm putting down. So we want to get some information we can work with here. I'm almost there. I've almost got my brain figured out. Oh, we even have the positions there. Okay. So that information already exists. We don't have the monster positions tied to the list of monsters yet. But we know how we did it. So we're going to do... What is it? Adjust? No. Update actor positions. Okay. How does this go? These are battle actors. We don't want battle actors. We want you do something else. And doing this a little backwards. The problem is the chicken and the egg, no pun intended, problem is if we specify a monster ID and this prepare thing happens, prepare enemies for instance, it does other things we don't want it to do, including, I believe, setting the monster position. Right. Okay. It's almost like I don't even, like, I just want to do this logic. Map monster IDs. Tied to their positions. To figure out what monster is being used. So I think I can actually make this work. Map character equals null. Then how do I get the position? Here. Okay. Okay. We're going to just steal this code. Probably the easiest thing to do for now. So then streaming and trying to use my brain, and can't even use my brain when I'm not streaming. So good luck. Is waiting nonsense I thought I was going to use. We want to go to this part here. So first off, we're going to be using enemy monster data. It's actually going to be monster. Monster ID. How did I figure this out? Oh, I think it just pulls the first one it finds. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to loop through each one of these. We're going to get the index of position. So their position. Whoa, Kuwait Geek, what is going on? How is the business? Did you finally get the job of your dreams? I know, were you going back to school? I can't remember. Doing IT stuff? It's been a while. It's been a hot minute in Kuwait. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about this because I'm doing it by the map monster ID. So we can just do that. Still in uni. Oh, good. Yeah. I couldn't remember if you were in school or not. I think that's what you had been saying. To talk while you're driving to work or something. Need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Or that. Or that. Nor do we need any of this garbage. Or this garbage. Or that garbage. Or that garbage. Okay. So as long as we come back with a map character, we want to do this thing. If map character is not equal to null. I do work like I'm on a study leave. Oh, okay. You still got a courtesy. Well, that's nice of you. Even though you don't have to work, go to work. You still get paid for it, too? You have to physically go into work, or do you get to do it remotely? So will this work? I have no idea. Target position coming from? Oh, I already got it. Well, I'll use target position. All right, let's YOLO this, see what happens. I think however this ends up, not because you're here, Kuwait Geek, but I will be wrapping up soon. I don't know how much more my brain can handle of trying to get these characters to run in the right place. Sometimes this work can feel so daunting, so much like, oh my god, what am I doing here? And then every once in a while, it goes well, and I'm like, oh, it wasn't so bad. Sometimes remote, sometimes on premise. It's a paid study leave, so I'm not getting paid for the extra work. Oh, but your boss is worth it. Well, that's good. That's good. When you get your degree, will you stay at the same job, or would you be moving on to a different job? I also don't know how that works. I think I just clicked something I didn't want. All right, this is the moment of truth. Can we get the monsters and the characters to just run to a position? My other belief about this work I'm doing is if I can just get it in the rough area, I can get someone more talented than me to make it look better. Okay. Yes, the monsters are going to their positions just really freaking slow. Technically it worked. The characters need to stop moving and stuff, but the monsters certainly weren't in any hurry to get to their I need to make their speed. How do I do this? The move step? Is that what it is? I think it's their move step. I wonder if we do like... No. We're going into battle, friends. We're not like strolling down the road. Map character dot to I mean we'll just do one, I guess. I'll get better pay, but not necessarily promoted. Better than not going to those positions. Yeah, it's true. In terms of D&D, gynecologist, neurologist would be called magician and wizard. Was this relevant to anything we were talking about, or were you just throwing a random joke? I make some comment about those. I once fell into a vat of butcher's waste. It was awful. Awful. Awful? Awful? Do you call it awful? I always call it awful for some reason. No, just throwing in a dumb joke. Like, come on, stay in context. Like all my dad jokes. They're all perfectly in context of what's being said. What would you call a cannibal who's unable to consume meat? A cannibal. No, you call him a vegan or a vegetarian, right? Vegetarian cannibal. Oh, they went faster. Yeah. Kind of weird how they snap into place. That whole math thing could be done better. But that's cool. I bet you I could make can make things happen. I'll change the speed to 2 because it's faster. We'll do the same thing to this map here. Retrofitting a system into that was designed for like turn-based combat with, you know, either top or side view in a different scene entirely, and making all of that work on the same map is an experience. Just like how Canister and Cantister. Why can't pirates finish the alphabet? They get lost at sea. Are you kidding me? Like there's another letter we could use. Okay, so this will be probably my last test, just to see, you know, the characters running into position. The thing is, like, the battle itself, I could start the battle from here. It'll be weird, but I can do it. Uh-oh. I guess I lied about that. Let's go running off. Running off into the distance. It's all good. We're good. I want to see it again with the... I wonder what... I thought I made it based on the character's position. It's kind of weird that it... Pirates, when they shower, they get washed ashore. The "Are you kidding me" was subtle. Oh, I mean, QA Geek, I didn't know that you got that excited about my humor, but I'm flattered. I mean, I had that effect on people, I guess. The way you said it was... Anyway. Okay, so we see that. The other thing I want to test here is the player layout. The playout, if you will. Play us out. So right now we're using a grid. I could do... All right, have a good one. Have a great job, a great day at work. I'm kind of okay with it. I actually don't like how close they are together. I wonder why it's not moving them offset enough. I'll worry about that later. I think this is good. I think this is a good stopping point. I got the characters to generally run in the general direction. That's fixable. I want to get the camera so that wherever the battle starts, the camera actually moves appropriately. Not going to worry about that right now. Not that big of a deal. Big, you know, big progress tonight. I'd like to say it was pretty good progress tonight. I don't know. Maybe it won't be. Who knows? You know, kids these days. Thanks for the raid, stuff. I love it when you raid into my stuff. Alu the Crow. There's some people on here that I haven't raided. They're working on JavaScript. Let me see. I do tend to either go to Errand or Jitspo. What's Jitspo? Jitspo's doing Jitspo things. I'll go do Jitspo. Thanks for hanging out tonight, y'all. News and updates coming soon. I can't talk about any of it, but we'll talk about it in a little bit. Like, you know, a couple weeks. Maybe. We'll see. I should hopefully be here on Tuesday. I may not be here next weekend because I'll have the kids all to myself. My wife will be gone. But we'll figure it out. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you sometime.